Hello and welcome to another video, my first long form video on this channel, and today we're going to be doing quite a long one, and we're just going to be rating every single brawler in the game currently, along with Trunk, who's a completely new brawler. So starting off with 8-bit, 8-bit's pretty decent right now. I'm not going to say he's that bad or that good, but he's really sort of kind of mid. He's not that, like, amazing or anything. He can be good in heist, but overall I think he's just not that amazing. Amber is probably at least an A tier brawler. She's honestly really strong. Her hypercharge is a free team wipe. She could honestly be even low S tier. Keep her A tier for now. Ali is probably another A tier brawler. In my opinion, she's probably A or high B tier because that she's the nerfs, and they're apparently planning on adding some new nerfs to her gadgets, but her nerfs are like really big, so can't really do much with Ali in terms of like open maps and stuff. But if you're playing her on most maps where you're supposed to be playing her, she'll be pretty good. Angelo is our first S tier brawler. He is one of my favorite brawlers, definitely not biased, but he's also just got good range, good damage. It doesn't take too long to charge up your shot actually, and he's just really good on those water based maps. He's just really solid, really consistent. Ash is a C/B tier brawler, I would say. He's not amazing, but he's not bad at all. He can be definitely good in like certain situations, especially if you're facing against like single shot brawlers and you have your rats and stuff like that, and low DPS brawlers. Barley is probably near to Ash, maybe a bit more, I would say. Probably because he's just a really good thrower at the moment. As long as you don't like fast pick a thrower and ranked and stuff, he can be really solid. Same with B, although B I would say is probably A tier. Starting to fall off a bit, I would definitely say, but not as much as like Ali, how she because of her nerfs and stuff, but her gadget is just really good, her damage is just really good, just a solid tank counter. Belle is probably along with them, maybe same as Ali, same as B and stuff. This is a sort of preference, like these three. But I would say that Belle's just like she's just a decent brawler. She's just very good brawler. Good range. Pretty basic, except for her like one feature. Like where it will transfer her shots. As long as you don't clump, though, you're not going to be having too much of a problem with the Belle. Barry is probably starting to fall off a bit. I'd say he's B tier. He's just not amazing right now because that, obviously, I mean, there are some really good tanks, but yeah, if you pair him up well, he's really good. That's all I would say. BB, I'm really not sure. I would say she's D or below C tier. Can't really do much with BB too much. She can often get countered just by like, hard tank counters or, anti-assassin / anti-tanks. Bo is honestly actually pretty good. He was always kind of underrated. I would say he's like similar to Ali sort of level. He's just got really good control. Mines are always going to be annoying, and damage is decent if you can. Damage is actually really good if you can get all 3 shots off. And he's got some good gadgets, and yeah. Bonnie is probably an S tier brawler. I would say she's above Angelo, although it pains me to say that, because that she's just, that hypercharge is just absolutely insane. The hypercharge just gets at least 1 free kill. The stun, it all helps, it all adds up, and she has a bit more variety rather than Angelo, because that You know, Angelo is a bit more passive, you have to play, but Bonnie, you can play really aggressive once you get that super, but you can also be more like a normal, traditional marksman without super. Brock is probably, he's good, I would say he's like, maybe just below Barry sort of level. Not much to say about him, he's just pretty decent, really. Bull's definitely a good brawler, like, in any sort of close range or bushy maps, he's just, the rework made him so good, like, so good. Buster, again, like on Knockout, where you can just charge up your super and hypercharge for free, it's just a free win as long as you like survive for until the zone closes in. But I would say he's probably above Ali, just above, but he might start to fall off. He is starting to fall off, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know why Buzz Lightyear is here, but yeah. Buzz, definitely good on the right maps, otherwise he's kind of a bit mid, to be honest. Not much to say about him. Byron, one of my favorite brawlers of all time, but he's just not doing well at the moment. I mean, he was always pretty decent. Like, there was a point where he was S tier and A tier, like in between there. But now, after the gadget cooldown nerf, and also there are more aggro. Like, if we look at this, there's right now decently aggro, aggro brawlers, like all of them are aggro, so yeah, he just struggles against them. I'll put him in C tier, probably below 8-bit, maybe a bit above BB, because in the right situations he can be basically a berry. Carl, definitely decent. I would say above, I might have to change this a bit, because Bell isn't actually that bad. Definitely above Barley, Ash, and Barry, and the others. Charlie, I would say probably a bit more versatile than Bonnie, to be honest, because that Charlie just counters any type of tank, any type of assassin. You just can't run down on Charlie, and Charlie just counters basically every type of like OP hypercharge. So, for example, as soon as Draco pops hypercharge, Charlie just boom, supers, hypercharge wasted. And yeah, it's just really good. Chester is probably starting to fall off a bit more. I still think that he's a good tank counter. I would say probably top of B tier. Chuck, D tier. Yeah, not much to say about him. Bad hypercharge. I mean, it's good in Heist, except he was already good in Heist, so basically changes nothing. Clancy, I would say F tier. It's just that Clancy is probably an A tier brawler for the last like 30 seconds of a game, but it's just, until then, it's just like you can't do anything. I mean, in terms of variety of where you can play him, it's also not that much, and yeah, the hypercharge is fundamentally broken, but similar to a lot of others, it just takes too long to actually start and, you know, make use of. Colette, again, I mean, she's probably C tier, high C tier, because, I mean, I don't really see her that often except for Heist, but she's definitely better than Chuck, and can definitely be played more than Chuck. Colt, I would say maybe just made it into D tier. He's definitely still better than Clancy because he can be used before, like, for the first 2.5 minutes of the game or whatever. But, like, yeah, just not enough to actually be on par with any of the others. Then Cord is, I would say, in my opinion, he's better than actually all of these three, because he's just another Charlie but with more damage because of his Yeah, his buff, his star power, combo shrooms and stuff. On the right maps, where there are lots of bushes and it's pretty closed, that free super also helps, free super and hypercharge also helps. You can put him, like, I would say anywhere above. Yeah, you can probably swap him with Charlie and Bonnie. I would say he's still significantly better than Angelo, because Angelo's more on bounty, on knockout and heist, on that one map, Bridge Too Far. But otherwise, yeah. Crow. Crow is an S tier brawler for sure. I personally think he's not enough to beat Angelo because, yeah, he's just a bit too frail still for me. But he's still definitely a good brawler, because of the buffs. Daryl, honestly, he's not actually this good, but because Kit is insane, yeah, it's just a great combo, Kit and Daryl. Like, it's literally the biggest cheese ever. I would say Daryl maybe just below Ali. Doug's pretty good. Doug is pretty good. But, like, I don't really see him, like, especially if you're not playing with a teammate, then you're kind of cooked. Because, yeah, you need to have good teammates and good synergy for Doug. As with any support brawler, really. I'd say you can keep him maybe below Daryl, above Daryl. Actually, why is Carl there? Carl maybe should be there. Oh, okay. Draco. I would say he's probably just above Bonnie. Because that range is actually insane. Like, I know it's a lot, but it's actually just a lot. It's with so much. It's so hard to, there's no counterplay to a Draco hypercharge, except for, like, the likes of Cord with his hypercharge, and Charlie with her super. Dinah is probably just above Colette. You can do a lot more with Dinah and play Dinah probably more than Colette, but there's not really much else to say. Edgar probably just below Colt. I mean, if you're a good Edgar player, you can, like, actually be insane, but at the same time, if you're a good Colt player, if you're a good BB player, if you're a good whatever player, you can, like, do the same thing. So I would say D tier for most brawlers. He just gets countered. Like, Cord can counter him, Charlie can counter him, Draco can counter him, or can deal with him. Bonnie can if he just outrange. Angelo can just outrange him or gadget him. Crow can slow him and just super away and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, he gets counted. Primo gets, again, it's kind of just super feed. I'd say he's still probably definitely better than those three. Maybe better than BB, maybe as good as Byron, maybe a bit more. I would say maybe just below Byron. Ems actually, I feel, is actually pretty decent. Because Ems is, yeah, she does, like, what, 3.5k with, like, if you run away from a hairspray, which, I mean, you're not meant to be, but if you do, then you're going to be taking a lot of damage, and it is a good counter to most tanks, but there are definitely better tank counters, like Cord, Charlie, you know, so B, Amber, you know, it's not really the best tank counter there is, but yeah. Eve, I would say below or above Primo. Maybe even above Byron on certain maps. On Heist, again, she's, like, pretty decent. But again, on Heist, you know, BB is better, Chuck is better, Colette is better. But we're just taking it from a general perspective. So I would say maybe C2, and maybe about 8-bit level.